5s.
It's cold.
So I think Tanner got Bryce's attention, and he might get some blood flowing to get out there and get this thing going. It is chilly. It's down to 42 degrees. That is 20 degrees colder than our first pitch last night. The breeze has settled down, which is good news coming in from the northeast. And obviously the humidity way up there with the rain in the area for the last couple of hours. But the field looks great. These fields drain amazingly well. And the Rockies are just now going to take the field. Behind their young right-hander, German Marquez. The Nats are still tied for the league lead in batting average with Arizona right now at 267, 5th in runs, 5th in home runs. And Daniel Murphy, since the beginning of last season, 208 hits, and I guess DJ LeMahieu would be the only guy ahead of him who won the batting title last year. LeMahieu's out there, part of that defense. So the band is all together tonight as far as the Nats lineup. It's Eaton with Turner behind him as Dusty Baker has that left-right thing going. German Marquez, 22 years of age, first appearance against the Nats. And we'll see how the scouting report plays out here, because he's a young guy who evidently doesn't nibble. He likes to go right at big league hitters.
Yeah, first start of the year for Marquez. Fastball 93 on average last year. Curveball change. Curveball probably his best secondary pitch. Let's set the defense behind him tonight. Parra, Blackman, Gonzalez the outfield. Story, Arenado left side. LeMahieu, Reynolds right side. And Tony Wolters behind the plate again.
Junior member of this umpiring crew is Ben May. He's got the plate. Marty Foster, one corner. Mark Wegner, the other over third. And there is the 30-year veteran crew chief Mike Winters working second base. Rockies are 7-3 at home. The Nationals 7-3 on the road. And by the way, the rest of the National League East weathered out tonight. Marlins at Philadelphia postponed. Braves at the Mets postponed. And here we are, 2 time zones away, finally about to get underway. Looking good, Dusty. Adam Eaton at 282 on base percentage, 388. That's because he's been on base 16 of his 19 games as a Washington National.
Play ball.
Finally. First pitch, 9:46 Eastern, ball 1. Double, run scored last night. And Eaton, this ball heading out of play down the left side. Let's go inside the numbers, brought to you by Jeep. So career and leadoff spot, Adam Eaton, obviously way more at bats and a longer track record than Trey, but the numbers as we look at the two. And Eaton right off the end of the bat. Long way to go for Carlos Gonzalez. He cruises to it at the end to make that grab.
Hey, we got a Twitter poll for you tonight if you're still up, and I know you are. You've been waiting for this one. Who should lead off for the Nats? Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, both, meaning one day, one the other day. Sure. You're okay with either one of them in the leadoff spot. Voted at Fight and Hydrant, excuse me. Use hashtag Nats poll. Know your own Twitter handle, dummy. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, I feel strongly both ways.
Here we go.
Trey takes a strike.
Here comes. Boom.
Turner 7 for 32. Playing in his 10th ball game. Okay, 10 for 33. Or 8 for 33. Thank you. That's how you go from 219 to 240 with one swing. And that's a good sign as Trey goes the other way. Now it's Harper and Zimmerman.
We waited a while for it. There goes a no-hitter. Two-seam fastball right down the middle, ran back, got a lot of plate. Nice swing by Trey Turner. Mark Reynolds gave it an effort. Stay loose, Trey. It's cold tonight. Stretch a lot.
Yeah, Bryce Harper, one sleeve on his right arm. Pinch hitting appearance, grounded out to end the game last night. Nets were down by 4. Number 1 in average. On base percentage, 2nd in homers, 2nd in RBIs. Marquez, 1-1, 5.23, 6 games, 3 starts for the Rockies last year.
I think last night with Tyler Anderson and that double pump left-handed thing he had featured, and he had to go through the order, but it took him 3 times to figure him out. When you got a hard-throwing right-hander, I don't think there's any mystery. Just get you a fastball and get on it, and there's nothing real mysterious to delivery.
Outfield. Bunching Bryce toward the gaps. Eaton easily back in. He's 3 for 4. Or rather, Turner, pardon me, back in. He's 3 for 3. So the 2 of them, and they'll get the running game going here. They're a combined 6 out of 7.
The poll messed you up. You don't know who's leading off.
I know. I feel strongly both ways, and I can mess it up both ways. Throw a little lower, a little closer. Trey looked good on his 6th inning double to the gap in left center last night. Only Charlie Blackmon's speed and getting the ball back in a hurry kept Trey from a 3-bagger. Swinging a foul tip on 96.
Power versus power. And Marquez wins that one.
I don't know. He looks bigger than 6'1", 185 on that mound to me. That's how they list him. Ball got on Bryce in a hurry.
Tough to get your lead here at Coors Field. The cutouts are so deep. Sometimes it could be deceiving for a runner. We'll check out Trey Turner's lead right here. StatCast brought to you by Amazon Web Services. See how far that cutout is? Usually that's the judge and the marker for a base runner, how far you get out there, but that one's cut out deep.
And to be honest with you, I don't understand why every field is not the same in that respect. Every little ballpark has their their quirks, but the infield, that should kind of cutout things should be the same everywhere. 2-2. Harper pulls it, base hit. Turner takes a look and heads for third. Bob Henley's going to come way down the line, and now the ball's booted by Gonzalez, and that's why Henley did that. The Nationals lead with Turner's speed. One little mishap, and you've given Washington a run. Harper into second.
They probably won't give Bryce an RBI on it, but they'll give him a double because he didn't slow down at all. He saw that Cargo was playing in right center field. The ball trickled through the infield. There's so much space here at Coors Field that he never slowed down a bit coming around first. He was going for 2 all the way, and even if Gonzalez fields this cleanly with his good arm, Bryce makes it to second. I mean, he was busting it right out of the box, and maybe that's why Gonzalez rushed the throw and bobbled it. It allowed Bob Henley to send Trey Turner, and look at Bryce hustle. He didn't slow down a bit, so you got to score that a double. At least I did.
Gonzalez first error of the year. Ryan Zimmerman now red hot. He goes up hacking on a play right side.
These are the guys you love to hit off. They throw 95. That's what big league hitters practice hitting every day. Mid-90s. You're used to it. Unless you got something else to go with it. These are the fun nights to hit.
Breaking ball drops in. Ryan laying off that breaking ball, but a delayed call by Ben May punches him out. 2 down.
No real argument from Ryan Zimmerman. This is a pretty good pitch. 2 good curveballs in a row from Germán Marquez. That one just gets the corner. Get him next time. Good frame by Wolters to keep that right in the strike zone.
First base open, 2 outs. Right-hander on deck. It's Daniel Murphy. They did give Bryce a double on that, by the way.
Good. I just like that he recognized as soon as that got past Mark Reynolds, it was a double. He was going hard first step out of the box. Didn't just kind of trot to first and say, oh, I might get to second. That was a double right out of the batter's box.
His 14th extra base hit, by the way.
Get a day off, you got some fresh legs.
Murphy 0 for 4 in last night's series opener. 7th in the league at 24 hits. Anthony Rendon is waiting.
The high today was 59 in Denver, and that's what about the temperature around BP. As soon as that rain rolled through, it got cold. It's 42 right now, and they're expecting some snow here tonight. Well, 44. I got 42 on my phone. We're a little higher than the scoreboard in the booth. Maybe that's
well,
it.
you know, there's a lot of lights on that board. It's a little warmer out there.
Yeah.
Plenty chilly here behind home plate. Murphy, left side. That ball is knocked down. Here comes Bryce Harper. He will score, and the Nats have 2 on the board as Murphy drives in his 15th run. Great effort by Trevor Story, but Bryce kept on coming.
Daniel hits Murphy, does a nice job of staying inside this fastball. He was thinking other way that whole at bat. You see Story up the middle. He even took a jab step toward Bryce right there before the pitch, and that might have been the difference. Dove for the ball, kicks away, allows Bryce to score. He looks over his shoulder, makes the decision by himself. I don't think Bob Henley had anything to do with that. Bryce did that on his own. Watch him sidestep the bat that was sitting there.
Harper scored his 23rd run on that sequence, and that's 2nd in the league. And the 6th national to bat will be Anthony Rendon.
Good numbers here. Have we ever shown numbers of a guy struggling here?
There is no such hitter.
I don't think so. He's a 120 career hitter at Coors Field, and he's been coming here 10 years. Well, guess what? You'd be in AAA if that happened.
Yeah.
This is a hard place to scuffle.
A long inning for the rookie. Upstairs and in to the bending backwards Anthony Rendon. Right field, Carlos Gonzalez approaching the line, catches the foul ball right at the barrier and comes up holding his right elbow. So the Nats put 3 hits together. Trey Turner going the other way. Bryce Harper able to pull his. And then Daniel Murphy, as FP said, thinking shortstop hold the whole way, and that buys the Nats 2 earned runs. Little bow to his own bullpen guys out there. And his 27th hit of the year now. Here's DJ LeMahieu, who is coming alive. He's behind Blackmon, ahead of Arenado. And he's that other guy that has more hits than Daniel Murphy amongst second basemen. So it's a really good Rockies lineup, even without Ian Desmond. And here's Joe Ross, first career game against Colorado.
Yeah, last start was his first start of the season in Atlanta on the 19th. 14-4 winner in that one. Went 7 strong, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. Threw 100 pitches for the first time since June 22nd, 2016 against the Dodgers.
And we got rain blowing in.
Yeah.
Charlie Blackmon, 7th inning hero for them last night. A home run that put them up 5-4. They never looked back. That's a great slider by Joe Ross. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
I'm wondering if the slider was going to slide for Joe tonight at altitude. The first one, very nice. Set the defense for the Nats tonight behind Joe Ross. Jude's best friend, Jason Worth in left, Eaton in center, Harper in right, Turner Rendon left side, Murphy Zimmerman right side, and Matt Wieters behind the plate. There he is, back in action.
1-2 pitch.
Jude was that little girl last night who Jason gave the ball to.
Charlie Blackmon is Colorado's hottest hitter right now, 9-game hitting streak. Top 6 in the league in extra base hits. Wind really whipping on the field at the moment. Close. Ben May stood up and did not raise the right arm. 3-2.
Real close.
We've seen about 4 different climates since we got here this afternoon.
Nine-game hitting streak, lots of taters in there too. Good leadoff hitting right now by Charlie Blackmon. 9th pitch coming.
High drive, right field. Bryce Harper under it. You have to think the heavy air and the rain pelting down had an effect on that ball.
Yeah, not sure how that ball stayed in there. It has to be the wind up high. Charlie Blackmon got all this. They went fastball in, he was looking for it, and usually that's where the ball carries the most here at Coors Field to right center. Bryce Harper camped under it, can of corn. Cold night, wet air, and I think if you look at the flags, the wind is blowing straight in from right.
Yes, it is. DJ LeMahieu takes what appears to be a backup slider up and in.
Tell you what, if I'm Joe Ross, that gives me tons of confidence standing on that hill.
Challenge people, huh?
Yeah. This ballpark's going to play big, which it never does, especially to right.
That ball hammered to center. Eaton going back, and he will catch it.
Wow. Last night, it's 2-2. I've never seen 2 balls barreled up in the air at Coors Field back-to-back that didn't go out. That's a first. 99 miles an hour on the out to straightaway center by DJ LeMahieu, and I thought this was gone too. Okay, well,
yeah,
maybe we play some real baseball here tonight.
I have that carrying 413 feet. A couple of loud outs, and here's Nolan Arenado. who's hit .322 career against the Nats. His triple in the 6th inning got that inning to Mark Reynolds, who hit the homer that got the Rockies back to within 1, and that was a bit of a game changer too, because for the Nats it was the bullpen the rest of the night. Jacob Turner had pitched well, and they just were able to touch him for those 2 runs before he departed after 6. Slider away, hit to the left side for Trey Turner. Low throw, Ryan Zimmerman digs it. And there's a young lady here named Jude in the Denver area, comes to the Nats games with her family. There she is. She digs Jason Worth.
Tonight we're going to show you the whole deal again with Jason's buddy. Last year he got hit in the tricep with a pitch. We had a camera locked on this girl who was a big Jason Worth fan. Her name's Jude. I talked to her in batting practice today. I said, did you know that you were on TV more than the players last night? She said, I did. I said, did you know you were on ESPN last night? She said, I did. And last night Jason Worth gave the ball to the security guard, who gave it to Jude, who ran back with extreme glee to her parents and said, look what I got, a ball from Jason Worth. I don't know. I just think that's what it's all about, man. That was cool.
Brother on the left getting no pub whatsoever. But they're here. And I ran into them outside the ballpark last night. Asked them if they had any ties to the East Coast. They said, no, we just, we're big Nats fans because Jude kind of won us over, and we can't miss a game when the Nationals are in Denver. So there they are. Jason Worth swinging early in the count and a bouncing ball over to LeMahieu. Wieters and Ross the next 2.
I think the coolest part of that is Jason looks like this big, grouchy, hairy guy, and if you get to know him, that's just him.
Yeah.
He loves kids. He loves the game.
High chopper could be interesting on that second hop, and that's a pretty good pick by Trevor Story. Choppers carry well here too, huh? And you've talked about the makeup of this infield. Ball can shoot off of that dirt.
Yeah, this is do or die for Trevor Story. I think this was, look what I caught. He played it off nice, but he caught that behind him. And watch this real speed. He got caught in between. I don't know if he needed to charge it that hard with Wieters running, but it's a nice play. You know why? Because it's an out.
So 2 Nats. First pitch swinging. Here's Joe Ross. And it's a guess on my part. Joe was 0 for 5 last week in Atlanta, and I don't ever remember a National starting pitcher having 5 at-bats in one game.
That's a good thing. Maybe the only time it's good to go 0 for 5.
He can hit too, around a little bit late there. 178 career batting average with an RBI. Good take. Counts even 2-2.
Whoops.
Up and in, 3-2. So Joe Ross will at least force Marquez to throw 10 pitches here in the inning. He got the first 2 batters very quickly. And Ross will keep on battling. He'll take a walk.
That was a good at-bat.
First time through the order, the Nationals go 3 for 8 with a base on balls.
The Nats are excited to introduce K Street, a new superfan section of the ballpark taking place last Friday of every month. For just $39, receive a field level ticket, K card, an exclusive t-shirt. K Street debuts April 28th against the Mets, so visit nationals.com/K Street and bring your energy.
That wouldn't happen to be Max Scherzer pitching that night with K Street, would it?
That's where I used to live when I played.
I'm thinking, okay, I've never seen a K Street in Montreal, but now I get it. I actually heard that St. Catherine Street was one of your favorite streets.
Corner
up there.
of K and Bench. What a house there.
Up the middle, and the inning is still alive. Joe Ross is going to make the turn and come back. 2 out Lightning, and Eaton is 1 for 2.
Mighty Mouse right back up the middle. Joe Ross had it, but there's no real percentage in trying to get to third with 2 outs. He's going to score on a base hit anyways. He's got good speed.
Yeah, outfield has to respect Trey Turner's pop. Base hit going the other way. First time up, got the first inning rally going. Now the Nats, after 2 outs, trying to get something going in the second. Some kind of curveball right there. Brian Zimmerman saw a couple of those, and now Turner has an 0-2 battle.
Grabbed his shoulder, maybe overextended on that swing.
Threw him another one. Ball stayed foul.
Tell himself, stay through it. Don't come around it. Get the hands inside. Fight it the other way like he did his first time up to right.
That he did.
Let it get deep. Go the other way.
That one was hanging, and it's in the left field corner. Adam Eaton wants to score behind Joe Ross. Here he comes, and the Nationals lead 4-0. This all happening with 2 outs in the second.
But even what he did with his hands after that chopper down the line allowed that ball to stay fair. He kept his hands inside the baseball, didn't come around it. If he did, he would have hooked it foul. Got another off-speed pitch and stayed inside of it and just got the barrel of the baseball all the way to the wall, allowed Adam Eaton to score. staying inside the baseball with your hands doesn't always mean hitting it up the middle the other way. You can pull the baseball. You just pull it properly, like Trey did right there.
First base open, 2 outs. Bryce Harper. Fastball away.
Surprised they're pitching to Bryce, anyone? Raise your hand. I am. Pull the hands in, keep it fair. Exactly what he was telling himself to do between pitches.
I, for one, really enjoyed watching Adam Eaton leave first base on that line drive. He was getting it. 1-0, ball 2. I think you made a great point in the first inning. As opposed to the crazy junk the Nats were seeing early in the ball game last night, this pitcher a lot more to their liking with the heater.
This is what you see 5 days out of 7 in the big leagues, and you should hit a guy like this. 95, not a lot of movement. I mean, a little run on his fastball. Yeah, he's got a curveball to go with it, or he wouldn't be in the big leagues. I mean, you know, no offense, but this is the average pitcher that you see a lot in the big leagues that you should feast on.
And you wonder why they don't just send Bryce down to first base right now.
Because the guy on deck's just is hotter.
They threw him a strike on 3-0. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Jeep. So, slugging percentage on pitches in the zone. Freddie Freeman, phenomenal when we saw him last week. We'll see Chris Davis of the A's this year. And Mr. Thames up in Milwaukee. There's the walk to Harper. 18th time he has walked this year, and that's the most in baseball. Ryan Zimmerman last night.
7th home run, and that's why Bryce has 7 home runs. That's why Bryce is hitting 394 and Ryan's hitting 379. You can't just pitch around Bryce Harper this year like you could in the past. You remember in Chicago last year when they walked Bryce a bunch and Ryan was having a scuffle, he couldn't get the job done. Well, it's different this year. That's why Ryan's hitting behind Bryce. That's why they're both doing so well.
Well, Ryan, phenomenal numbers for a visiting player, especially one not in the NL West who gets to play here 9 times, maybe 10 times a year.
And the guy on deck's pretty good too, so now the guy in the batter's box is going to see something hit. That's how that whole thing works.
Beautiful thing. It's what they call a long lineup. That ball gets away. Don't know if that was a cross-up. Tony Wolters kind of boxing at it. And the runners go 2nd and 3rd.
Had to be a cross-up. He was trying to catch off speed there, it looked like. Not going out there, though. Yeah, he was going down for the curveball down the way and was a fastball in. And I'm surprised they didn't talk. There they go.
7 base runners for the Nats, and 12 have been to the plate.
This is the first Twitter poll that might change because of what's going on in the game. Trey Turner's leading 39%. Both is 37. Adam Eaton's 24. But based on what's happened here, I'm sure Adam Eaton's going to get some votes coming up, because with Eaton 1 and Trey Turner 2, it's worked nicely here tonight.
And I happen to think that Trey Turner is going to learn an awful lot from watching Adam Eaton this year, wherever they're hitting. Ryan taking close pitches, 3-0. First base open, Murphy on deck. Top of the 2nd, 4-0 already. Nolan Arenado all bundled up out there. 4-pitch walk, bases loaded, 3rd walk of the inning. And don't forget, this all started with a 2-out walk on a good AB with several foul balls by Joe Ross.
Well, you're watching at home right now, and you're thinking this is feeling real good, 4-0, but that 4-0 is a 2-0 here.
You are not allowed to go to bed tonight until the last out's made in the 9th inning.
Yeah, you need these runs. You need a
None
big
of
hit. You need a big hit here. I always say just divide the runs that you have by 2, and that's what the score is. So in my mind, because it's Coors Field, it's 2-0.
It's a good thought. Murphy, RBI single, off the shortstop's glove first time. Getting closer, DJ. Look out for Daniel. And how about the Nat killer from Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez? We are so impressed with him this year. Murphy to left center. That's 2 more runs. Zimmerman digging for third. That's going to be 3 more runs. And still going is Daniel Murphy into third base.
That was huge.
7-0.
Boy, he stayed through that ball nice. That ball was hit. I mean, once it hit the ground, it kept going. He wanted a double out of this. He slowed down at second base. He was thinking this is a double, but the ball was still sitting on the warning track in the deepest part of the ballpark, so Murph just kind of jogged into third. Watch the ball just kind of kick over there. Here comes Ryan. That was not hard. Watch Murph. He said, I'll take a double right here. Double. No, I'll go for 3. Why not?
Murphy, first triple of the year. And just for the fun of it, the 26th of his career. 9th man to bat, Anthony Rendon. Pop up out of play right side.
So it's 3.5 to 0.
I mean, Marquez retired Worth and Wieters on what, 3 pitches? Maybe 4, and then Joe Ross gets aboard, and then off go the Nats here at Coors Field. Left-hander Chris Rusin. Upstairs 2-1.
Carp, it's kind of the spin rate theory. The average spin rate for a fastball in the big leagues is 2,200. If either you're way above it or you're way below it, but when you're right in the middle, that's what you see every day. That's what you practice to hit. You have a feeling, if you had data on Marquez, that he's just right in the middle. There's nothing spectacular, and that's why he's not throwing his curveball for a strike. You don't want to respect that. He's not throwing 88, which is hard to hit. He's not throwing 98, which is hard to hit. He's just throwing 94, 95, right there. Nothing to go with it. That's why it's 7-0. Falling behind.
Rendon gets jammed. A pop-up short right center. Who's going to get there? Carlos Gonzalez. The Nats send 9 men to the plate, 3 walks, 3 hits, and a 5-run inning.
put a touchdown on the board through the first 2 innings. Joe Ross has never pitched in Colorado before during a game, but he did throw a bullpen session here last year when the Nationals were in town. And he told me the other day that even coming out of that bullpen session, he noticed that his stuff wasn't moving that much. His slider didn't have the normal bite that it does. And so he said he's going to make an extra emphasis on keeping the ball down here tonight. He also said, though, that you try not to make it too mental. You don't want to overthink it or put too much weight on the conditions. You try and go out there and pitch just like you would any other start, maybe with a little extra focus, guys, on keeping the ball down.
Yeah, and Dan, when he told you those things, he didn't know the 2 would-be home runs are going to stay in the yard, and that's always a good thing. Coons.com with Dan's sideline report. Over 2 million vehicles sold and counting. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Joe, a good first inning, 14 pitches, 9 strikes. Those 2 long fly balls and an Arenado ground ball to short. Carlos Gonzalez showing signs of life. 5 for 13 over a 4-game hitting streak. That ball is crushed. Second deck, his second of the year.
Wind died down, flags are blowing straight down now, and Carlos Gonzalez took advantage of the conditions. He got all that one. Well, if you're going to give them up, don't give up cheapies. Almost hit Matt Wieters with the bat on the backswing. Did you see that? .436.
Wow. Carlos Gonzalez, 203rd career home run. Yeah, it's a perfect slider to the outside edge on Mark Reynolds, who hit a big home run last night. Nats were cruising 4-1 until he got hold of one in the 6th inning. Then a good fastball out to the same location.
Everybody's fine with that home run. You got a 7-run lead, throw strikes, challenge people, so what? Only way you get in trouble in this game is if you walk people.
Mark Reynolds way beyond what he had done the last couple of years. I mean, this trend goes back. 221 in Baltimore in 12, 215 Cleveland in 13 before he went to the Yankees and hit 236. And then the other numbers you just saw. 33-year veteran who knows how to hack. He's hit 257 career homers. 1 plate appearance in his career against Joe Ross, a base on balls. He and Parra, who's on deck. The only Rockies who faced Joe in the past. Parra is 1 for 3 against Ross. Two count.
Reynolds frustrated. He got a pitch, changeup, I believe, up from Joe Ross. Cold night, blowing your hands, keep them warm. Break a bat in the middle of an AB, that hurts.
Two. Fastball up, got him. Reynolds knew it. Joe Ross, first K of the game. Nissan will pitch cast it.
Well, that's because of changeup. He got the pitch before. He was in between fastball and change right there. The fastball was by him before he could decide. He was sitting soft and he saw a strike, couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's Parra hitting .327.
It's one of those nights. That's what I got working up here in the booth. Same thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking about entering you in the Iditarod race this winter. 92 tailing away for the swing and miss.
It's 42 now. Those are not helping. It's not raining. You don't need those.
Hey, 7 runs on the scoreboard. Keep those on, please.
I guess it's a layer.
Maybe they store heat.
Just a thin layer.
0-2 to Parra. Joe with a slider down and in.
It's like a scoreboard says 42 right now. They knew they were wrong earlier.
Well, your phone might be down to 40.
Let's see. Yeah, there you go, 42. Right. Tighten it up there. Let's go. Yeah, my phone says 42 now too.
0-2. Good 0-2 pitch with Weeder set up out there. Joe Ross, 34th big league start, 37th appearance overall. Career record 13-10 after he beat the Braves. And a 1-2 fly to left. Jason Worth. I don't think there's any doubt about it. The ball is carrying a whole lot better than it was in the first inning. Getting to know Joe Ross, brought to you by AARP. It'll be a long time before he applies for his card. He's 23 years of age, born in Berkeley. Older brother Tyson now with the Rangers. And he was headed for UCLA, but signed with the Padres in 2011. And we have been so impressed by his demeanor, his maturity, his calm on the mound as we see him now in his second big league season. Trevor Story hitting a .188, but he's on a 6-game hitting streak with 8 hits.
You know, Ian Desmond, oh, those are sweet lids. Just from what I'm seeing, Carp, in 2 games, is a better shortstop than Trevor Story defensively.
Interesting.
A better athlete. And I'm wondering, when he gets healthy, if they think about moving Story to first and put Ian Desmond at short.
There's been talk about Desmond going to the outfield because of Mark Reynolds and what he's done for this team. But with Story starting slow, the Rockies, it has been discussed exactly what you brought up. Could Desmond be at short some this year?
I mean, Story's not a bad shortstop by any means, and he's an offensive guy, obviously, by his numbers last year. But just watching his actions, his footwork, and his arm, Ian Desmond's a better shortstop.
There's our old buddy. Well, and Bud Black has addressed the situation by saying it's not a problem when Ian comes back. It's a nice dilemma to have.
And plus, April's over when he comes back.
Swing and a miss on a slider that looked like a strike for a while. It's 3-2.
The month that he hated most is over. I mean, he's going to rake. He'll make every play.
Wait till it gets warm here. If Ian stays healthy, he might be one of the best second half hitters in the National League. 3-2. That is perfect on the corner. Joe Ross, command outstanding so far. Gives up the homer to Gonzalez, and that gets Reynolds, Parra, and Story. Brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. By the Lexus RX, featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection standard. And by True Green, America's #1 professional lawn care company. Start today, live life outside. Then some rain and some storms will make that lawn look fantastic. Stunning visuals from Denver as we go top 3 here. Worth, Wieters, and Ross. Jason, first pitch swinging again. Trevor Story, 1 out.
So 2 balls right on the nose, but not the launch angle he's looking for. Get the most flexible ticket plan in sports with the new Washington Nationals Pick'em plan. Pick'em plans include 40 tickets to use when, where, and how you want. Choose your favorite matchups, ticket quantities, and seating areas starting at just $22 a game. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. Visit nationals.com/pick'em for all the details.
Here's Matt Wieters. Also hit the ball well first time. That high chopper, Story picked it.
That's not Matt Wieters. Let's go. Tighten it up. Nope. Pretty close though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Mike Maddox's twin brother here yet.
Where is he?
We've had so many cool things happen at Coors Field over the years.
That's the best off-speed pitch German Marquez has thrown so far. 55 pitches in the first 2 innings. This will be odd in this inning. There's Mike Maddox, the Nats' outstanding pitching coach. He'll go through the Washington order twice before he gets a chance to hit. Or shall we say the order went through him twice. That was a rough 2 innings. Wieters guides one left side, and Nolan Arenado couldn't get it. Anything that usually touches his glove is an out, and Matt Wieters a base hit.
Well, you see where Arenado's starting, kind of the 5.5 hole. Chilly night, stuff to stay loose on defense. He's been standing out there a while. Maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, they have been out there. The time of possession clock in favor of the Nats in this one. Here's Joe Ross. Do you bunt when it's 7-1? Not on the first pitch, he didn't. Long run, and not able to get there, Mark Reynolds.
Well, not when you can hit too.
Yeah.
All right, show me the Twitter poll. We have some early results. Ooh, that both dude has 37.
I like interchangeable parts. That's where my vote would go.
This is the closest one so far. I like it.
Ross, a good hack. And the count 0-2.
Some guys will tell you, hey, lead me off. I don't want to hit second. Other hitters will say, I don't care where I hit, just I'm glad to be playing. They're voting right now. She's voting and laughing at my question. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, your following in Denver is amazing.
It is. There's a lot of Nats fans in the Mile High City.
One on, one out. And a 1-2 count for Joe. Not biting. I tell you, this kid gives you a great at bat. Chopper right in front, bouncing throw, and that's a long hop from Tony Walters out there to Trevor Story to get that force out.
Show you some Geico highlights, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a definition of a deep lineup. Here's your leadoff hitter, second time around base hit. Number 2 guy hits a double down the line. Number 3 guy says, number 4 guy behind me is hot, I'll take my walk. Number 4 guy says, number 5 guy behind me can really rake, so I'll take my walk and let the line move to him. that is the definition of a deep lineup, and that's how it worked to perfection, just like that. Can't draw it up any better. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Here's Adam Eaton, who followed Joe Ross's walk last inning with an early count, base hit up the middle, and that really got that inning going. Eaton's now been on base 17 of the 20 games he's played. Good breaking ball in there. Actually, probably a cutter at 93, huh? Had some movement into the lefty. Counts 1-1. Tapper right side. Eaton running hard. Out by a step. So the Nats fail to score for the first time tonight, but lead 7-1. At our VW moment in history, remember the standoff before the game with Brandon Barnes? I mean, it was hot here. We were in the 90s for that series. They're staring each other down. Jerry Blevins, sunblock, after Span helped him out before. And Barnes gives up the ghost, and Aaron Barrett storming through the dugout. A standoff winner.
They put the helmet on him, sunglasses, and then the arm guard. And we were just losing it up there.
That was funny.
Caps fan, go Caps, baby. I love it.
We are told that Aaron Barrett has re-signed with the Nats on a minor league deal. Rooting for him. He's a great kid.
Absolutely, we miss him. He was a good Nat. He is a good Nat. He'll be back. I mean, don't bet against that guy.
That's some arm. You know, things take a while after you get hurt like he did. That was a serious arm injury.
Want the heater over here closer to you?
Yeah, just buttered me up for 30 seconds here. But thank you. Tony Walters, the hitter. He did not have an RBI going into last night's game, and he drove in 2.
It should be a Twitter poll. Do you like the heat on the vents up high or down below in your car?
Sounds to me like that could be sponsored by someone. 3-0.
I like it down low because then it rises. When you have it on the vents that are, it gets on your face, it gets too hot too quick.
Heat rises, and so do baseballs at Coors Field. Don't want to walk him in front of the pitcher. Back in the strike zone. German Marquez, who just had a 14-pitch third inning, is on deck. By the way, Buddy Black's a player short on the bench, too. Joe did not want to do that. They sent out outfielder Steven Cardullo to make room for Marquez to be activated.
Follow the Nats Baseball live with MLB.com app, Bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with Game Day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, stats, and news. Download MLB.com app today. It's your #1 app for live baseball.
Marquez last year as a hitter, not a lot of at-bats. He's going to lay down a nice bunt. Joe Ross to Daniel Murphy. 1-4, sacrifice works.
You know, I saw something I don't know if I've ever seen before. Marquez practicing his bunts in the on-deck circle. I loved it. And then he goes up in the batter's box, and even though it's a 7-1 game, he gets the bunt down. Usually you see pitchers swinging away in the batter's box, but he was scoring around, putting the bat out in front and shadowing and practicing his bunts. Look at this. He's practicing in the on-deck circle. I've never seen a pitcher do this. Look at, he's getting in his bunt stance, getting the bat out, and then he lays down a perfect bunt.
Well done.
I like that.
You know, it's early in the ball game. When you're behind at Coors Field, you can chip away, and then you hope at some point, if you're the team way behind, that the big inning comes at some point. Can't just go up there swinging like a maniac for the last 6 innings and try to get back in the game.
Well, it's a good lesson for your kids. Maybe the bunt's going to be on when you get up there, so take your practice swings, get loose, and if you think it's a close game and the guy gets on in front of you, just do that. Get in a good bunt stance, get the bat out in front, and visualize it. That was great.
Blackman, a high drive to right, caught by Harper first time. That we thought off the bat was a home run. The wind 2 minutes ago was non-existent, and now the flags atop that scoreboard in left are blowing toward the left field corner. So conditions change here just east of the Rockies at a moment's notice. Target away. Blackman got time. No pitch.
His face is warm.
Yeah, he doesn't need the Nolan Arenado ski mask.
Got a built-in face warmer.
Counts 1-1. You'll see some guys getting time when Joe pitches. We talked about this a number of times. He picked up the hold from Max Scherzer last year. Trey Turner playing right behind Tony Wolters at second base. Max scheduled for Friday when the Mets come to town to start that homestand against New York and Arizona. We'll see the much improved Diamondbacks 13-8 going into today. Aikenhack. Blackman rips a base hit. Wolters coming around third. He'll be sent. Bryce was playing pretty deep. And there, though, the Rockies chipping away. It's now 7-2. And the leadoff walk to the #8 hitter, very costly.
That's something Joe Ross usually doesn't do, walk people. And that's the one thing you don't want to do in this ballpark. Charlie Blackman got a fastball up and scores Wolters from second, so the sacrifice bunt turns out big.
Yeah. Charlie Blackman 1 for 3 stealing. Jumps off the bag to a pretty good lead. DJ LeMahieu, the hitter. He crushed one to center first time that Eaton caught right up against the wall. Runner holding. Strike one on the foul. You just have to pitch well enough to avoid the big inning in this ballpark. Arenado on deck. Big sequence here, third inning. There's the hold, and time given.
I think the key here is to pitch well enough so that your manager can use his bullpen when he wants to, not when he has to. It's pretty simple. If you use your bullpen when you want to, it's a good thing. You're not going to go through your bullpen. It's not going to wreck you for a week. If you use your bullpen when you have to, now you're up against it. And I think that's one thing Bud Black has done real well for the Rockies so far. He's been able, because of his starting pitching, to use his bullpen when he wants to, not when he has to.
Good run back to that heater. Rain starts driving down again. Mercedes pitch cast. Those flags just need to turn so they're blowing straight in from left for these next couple of guys. There's the rain again.
Joe Ross's velocity tonight, not what you're used to seeing. He's been between 88 and 90 with his fastball, occasional 91. But when you think of Joe Ross, you think of 93, 94, occasional 96. Maybe it's because it's a cold night, he's having trouble getting loose.
Right side, base hit. Charlie Blackmon will stop. Eaton got to it in a hurry, but now it's a huge situation with Nolan Arenado, 462 with runners in scoring position, coming to the plate.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a slider that didn't slide, but that was 84 miles an hour, and LeMahieu was all over it. Daniel Murphy's going to walk to the mound, so is Trey Turner. Try to give Joe Ross a little break here. But maybe they're seeing what I'm seeing. The velocity is down for Joe Ross here in the third.
Yeah, there he is, 462, ninth in the league. High fly ball to left. Worth just enough room. Unbelievable hang time on that fly ball. 2 outs.
That is the third ball that you were wondering, is it going to go out of here tonight, that didn't. And all of a sudden you look at the flags, Carp, you're nailing the weather, by the way. It's changed again. Now the wind's blowing in from left field. You remember the first two, Charlie Blackmon and DJ LeMahieu? They hit them to center and right. This one to left, but now the wind's blowing in from left. Holds the ball in for Jason Worth and keeps this ball game 7-2. You see the frustration from Arenado. He's hit that same ball in this ballpark, and it's gone in the bleachers.
And I would think way up the bleachers. Really raining now. Here's Cargo. Shift is on. Ross on the attack with a strike under his hands. Weeder setting up away. Fastball's out there. Carlos Gonzalez couldn't reach it.
I think Joe Ross having trouble staying loose. This was an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Maybe grip's an issue, who knows?
Microphone's picking up the pelting rain. Ground ball right side, Ryan Zimmerman, and Joe Ross able to hold the Rockies in a tense third inning to 1 run. Top of the fourth coming up. Shall I say weather permitting? Trey Turner.
Top of the 4th inning, Bryce Harper has always feasted on fastballs, and he's always feasted when he's been ahead in the count. But last year in 2016, his numbers in both of those categories dipped a little bit. They're back up in 2017, though. Bryce leads the major leagues on batting average on fastballs and batting average when he's ahead in the count. And I mentioned this to hitting coach Rick Shue earlier today, who says he thinks Bryce is just in a really good position to hit anything right now. He's not raging at the ball, as Rick calls it. He's not moving his head up and down through his swing. And Rick said that last year Bryce would get fastballs in and foul them off, and then he'd have to go into battle mode. This year he's getting his heaters and he's not missing them. Fastballs and when he's been ahead in the count, guys, Bryce is putting up monster numbers.
Well done, Dan, with our Coons.com sideline report. Over 2 million vehicles sold and counting. Rain pelting down, top of the 4th. Trey Turner, single, double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and he goes out to center, and that ball is caught by Charlie Blackmon to take another extra base hit away.
Did you see the last step Blackmon took? That's because the wind's blowing in. Watch the wind knock this ball down. The last step, he has to dive back toward the infield to make a diving play. Fully extended right off the grass, right off the wet grass. Nice play by Charlie Blackmon.
Yeah, who knows where Trey Turner ends up if that ball's not caught cleanly. Here's Harper. Bryce has scored twice, double and a walk.
.403.
And the on-base percentage, .529. Certainly best in the National League and the best in all of baseball.
It could snow before this one's over, by the way.
Let me know when your phone says 32 degrees.
No, it doesn't have to be 32 to snow. 32 to stick.
Okay.
Somewhere around 38, 37.
It's the earliest in the season we've ever been here. We're usually marveling at July or August here. Our director, Chuck Whitlock, creating snowflakes in the lights. Chance of precip pretty strong for the next couple of hours here.
You gotta love baseball to be sitting in this, man. I mean, really love it. Like your kids are playing, love it.
3-1.
Like your kids are playing their last game ever, love it.
9 o'clock at Coors Field. 11 o'clock back home. Stick with us for a while here. BC, FB, DK. A little windy with the trash bag down there. 3-2 to Harper. Down and in to strike him out. German Marquez sticking around longer than some thought he would.
Well, cut to that 94. Best pitch of the night from Marquez.
Second strikeout. He got Zimmerman looking with breaking balls back in the first. Ryan walked and scored in the second on the Murphy triple. That breaking ball backed up and went inside. Belt high. That ball hammered to right center. Ryan Zimmerman's going to ride one off the wet turf. That ball hits on the wall at about the 390 mark, and Ryan Zimmerman continues his outstanding hitting. That'll be his 14th extra base hit.
7th double of the year. Line to line right now for Ryan. You could say gap to gap, but you know, he's hitting down the right field line, left field line, home runs to right, home runs to left, home runs to center. Pitch him away, he gets on top of it. Another beautiful swing from Ryan Zimmerman.
Daniel Murphy, 2 for 2, 4 batted in. First base open, on deck Anthony Rendon, who Marquez has retired twice. Even when you're up by 5, it would be an important answer to the Rockies run in the bottom of the 3rd to get back on the board here.
I'm shocked they're pitching to him. Shocked. Guy in deck can hit, but the guy in deck's 0 for 2, and Murph's 2 for 2 with 2 bullets. And you get a right-on-right matchup. It's just the odds. I'm shocked.
I mean, I know managers don't like to walk people here, but sometimes you have to. Because of that, here comes Zimmerman around 3rd. Charlie Blackmon won't throw, and the Nats do have the answer, and they're back on top by 6. Daniel Murphy, 5 RBIs tonight.
Well, I first guessed that one, so I'm not going to second guess it. Look at him just massage that ball. Did you see the bat drop? Look at the bat drop. Boop. Usually he does the Phil Mickelson kind of the I'm going to joust you on the way to first, but that one is like I'm going to massage you to left, and then just the bat did the job. I'm just going to drop you right where you are because you were perfect.
And I want to use you next time.
Yes, I'm going to use you again, and you were good to me.
Here's Rendon. 8-2 Nationals. Daniel Murphy has driven in 5. Ball 1 to Anthony Rendon.
Watch the bat drop. You did a good job. Boop. Set you right there. Thank you. That's your 3rd one tonight. I'll put you in an Uber Black back to the hotel.
2-0.
That one doesn't stay at the ballpark. But you get 3 hits, you bring your bat home.
Yeah.
Three hits in the 4th inning. Look out.
True. He could lead the league in hitting by the end of the night. Slow roller, Arenado. Tricky barehand play, and he makes it very well. But the Nats get a run. And again, 2-out Lightning. They have scored, the Nationals have, 6 runs with 2 outs tonight. Nationals baseball brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great details. Rev it up and turn on the heat.
I just want to take my shoes off and walk right through that. Little diamond dry action. Boys working hard, way to go. I would imagine as far as ground screws go, the Coors Field bunch is one of the busiest in baseball. The weather here.
Well, Mark Razum is their head groundskeeper. His assistants are John Larson, Doug Zabinski, and Adam Stewart. Hats off to you guys tonight and the rest of your crew.
That was right off the top of your head. Nice.
The Nats road ahead, driven by your local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. So tomorrow night, we'll get back to the veteran guys as Tanner Roark 2-0 takes on Tyler Chatwood. He's 2-2. Thursday afternoon, Gio 2-0 against rookie sensation Antonio Senzatella from Venezuela. He is 3-0 for the Rockies with a great ERA, and then you've got the entire Mets series on that graphic. A lot of baseball yet to be played here at Coors Field in Denver. 5 RBIs for the Nats second baseman. Good looking fastball up in the zone to Mark Reynolds. Strikeout looking first time when Joe took a slider and painted the outside edge. That ball is hit hard to center. Eaton turns his back, and now it's 8-3. And Mark Reynolds continues his brilliant hitting for Colorado. That's his 7th home run of the year.
Yeah, there's no way this guy's going to the bench when Ian Desmond comes back. You can't bench a guy doing what he's doing, and this is not a cheapie. Straightaway central, had the sound and landed in the forest over Adam Eaton's head.
Yeah, and Mark Reynolds is also batting .330. This isn't one of his 190 strikeout, 25 home run seasons. This guy's going above and beyond what he, as a rule, does.
.438.
Hats off to him. It's 2 feet longer than Gonzalez in right field. Gerardo Parra fly ball to Jason Worth first time.
So Carlos Gonzalez and Mark Reynolds both have homered tonight, and it's when the wind hasn't been blowing. And there's 3 other guys that hit shots when the wind was blowing that didn't go. It's calm again.
Right-hander Jordan Lyles working. Good slider. So the Rockies have scored in 3 consecutive innings. Murphy was able to interrupt that a bit with that key 2-out knock for the Nats. I want to correct something I said going to break. Of the 8 runs, the Nationals have scored 7 with 2 outs tonight.
Solo home runs aren't going to hurt you here. And that's what Joe Ross has given up tonight. Yeah. Those are so whats.
Here in Chia, Joe would tell you he's more upset about the walk in the 3rd than the homers in the 2nd and the 4th. 1-2, that ball's laced to left. Jason Worth will make the play, sliding to his right. Second good running catch of this series.
Got a good jump ball, stayed in the air just long enough for Jason to get underneath it and make a nice sliding catch. Wet turf, little slip and slide action. Woo! Nice. And now he's feeling really cold.
Yeah, he just froze his right leg with moisture there. Here's Trevor's Story. He struck out looking first time. You talk about an entertaining 4 innings.
Gee, feels like about 8.
High in the air right side. This will be close. Ryan Zimmerman, long run, and with that great glove of his, he makes the grab.
What a play.
He's still a new first baseman. 2 outs.
Unbelievable play. I mean, the distance he covered, you got to give me some StatCast on that when you get it. He went a long way for this ball, over the shoulder. Foreign ballpark that only plays 3 games a year in. Watch him navigate down the right field line, right against the fence, and reach out at the last second. I mean, degree of difficulty 10 out of 10 on this catch, and he goes a little snow cone, and that's appropriate here tonight.
Here's Tony Wolters. number 8 hitter. Christian Adames on deck, switch hitting infielder if the inning continues. As I mentioned earlier, Bud Black only has 3 position players other than his backup catcher Dustin Garneau, after they sent out today outfielder Steven Cardullo to make room for their starting pitcher German Marquez. 2-1 pitch right in there. Nissan on the pitch cast.
Fastball 88. About a plate. Must have been sitting on something soft.
Walters to center. Adam Eaton can finally catch a fly ball in front of him. Mark Reynolds goes deep, and after 4, it's quite a night in Colorado. 8-3 Nats.
Chugging along and spitting out some serious information. Want to show you the tracer to Jason Worth. Catch probability 0.67. That means almost 70% of major leaguers make that catch. I think that's about right. And then watch Ryan Zimmerman go 105 feet over the shoulder to make one of the better plays you'll see all year on a foul pop-up. Nicely done by both fellas.
Well, now the Nats are into the Rockies bullpen. Worth, Wieters, and Ross. And that's 26-year-old Jordan Lyles. 6th game this year, high ERA. He's given up 8 hits in 7 1/3, 5 earned runs. It's not because he's walking anybody. 9 Ks, 1 walk, but he's been very hittable. Career ERA 5.18. There's our friend Jude and her family. She'd like Jason to get a knock to follow up that outstanding defensive play.
Well, he's hit the ball hard twice tonight, just on the ground. Maybe he'll look for the bottom of the ball here and get something he can drive against the fastball, slider, curveball change combination. Fastball averages 94 from Lyles.
Worth to the right side. So Marquez, 4 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 3 walks, couple of Ks. Only thing he did was keep it in the yard, but the Nats used pretty much the entire yard against him. 85 pitches, 51 strikes. Good take. Fair ball. Nolan Arenado, sidearm whip, and a long reach for Mark Reynolds. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances. Brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, and you handle those with confidence. Matt Grace, 28-year-old lefty. His minor league career, he's been to the Nats on many occasions, had a bunch of options left, up and down a bit. His numbers, 28 years of age. And a couple of big league saves. Here's Matt Wieters. Joe Ross on deck.
Matt Wieters got a ball past Nolan Arenado last time up. That's not easy to do.
Boy, he really rode a pitch away. Off Arenado's glove for a base hit. And this flare out to left for Gerardo Parra. 2 outs.
First 25,000 fans of the ballpark on Friday, May 12th. You get a Trey Turner bobblehead. That's presented by the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network. For tickets to this contest between the Nats and the Phillies, visit nationals.com/promotions.
Base is empty, 2 outs, but we've heard this before with Joe Ross coming up. Key walk in the second. And then after that walk with 2 outs, 5 teammates reached base, and the Nationals had a 5-run inning. Joe, by the way, 67 pitches, 44 strikes in his 4 innings.
I was thinking tomorrow for the Twitter poll, who's the best young star in the big leagues right now? Is it Bryce Harper? Is it Nolan Arenado? Is it Manny Machado?
So you're thinking, what, 25 and under maybe?
Chris Bryant? Yeah. Trout? I don't know if there's enough choices on a Twitter poll to do it, though. That's the hard part. Maybe we'll just pick the top 4, and then if you want to write in one, you can. But he's definitely top 5 players in the game, in my opinion, Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, both sides of the ball brilliant.
And could win an MVP if you take the whole Coors Field factor out of it. Here's tonight's Twitter poll. Who should lead off? That's the closest one we've had so far.
Hasn't really changed from the last time we checked in.
1,520 votes. Go to @FightinHydrant. Use #NatsPoll. Thanks for playing along at home.
We're having Masson Sports is having a hard time projecting a winner right now.
We got to wait for the West Coast votes to come in.
Well, they can't say you jinxed him with a poll tonight, can they?
I don't think you could pick a wrong one on any 3 of those choices. I really don't.
Ross to the right side, and for a Rocky pitcher, first 1, 2, 3 of the night.
balls here at Coors Field. 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Trey Turner doing his thing. Daniel Murphy tying a career high with 5 RBIs. And check out the last one. 7 runs scored tonight, all with 2 outs. So you talk about some 2-out lightning. That's been the story. And what about Daniel Murphy? First time up, just a little 5.5 hole action. That scored Bryce Harper from second base. Second time up, triples Murphy in the gap. He really didn't want triple. Good hitters always want doubles. They'll pull up at second to pad their double stats, but he just had to keep going. And then a little massage piece to center. Beautiful. Drops the bat. So a 3-piece working for Daniel Murphy so far, and counting.
Jordan Lyles stays in the game. He'll be the hitter for the Rockies here. And this is a reliever who can swing the bat. He has 18 career hits, 2 homers, and 7 RBIs. Now he has started in the big leagues 102 games, so he's got some chance to get 3 or 4 hacks at various times. Fastball runs back to the outside edge from Joe Ross, who's about to throw his 70th pitch. He's at 68 strikes. Or pardon me, now 70 pitches, 45 strikes. There we go. Keeping his pitch per inning total down pretty consistently here. And a bouncer over the mound on that quick infield. It's out to Trey Turner. 1 out.
Nice play.
I just can't wait to see over the years how much range he will show us at that position.
Well, he just showed you a lot. This ball was headed for center field. Chopper over the mound. Watch Trey Turner come out of nowhere. On the second base side, set your feet, let it rip. Nice play. Made it a difficult play look real easy.
Charlie Blackmon RBI single last time up. 1 for 2. 10-game hitting streak, 12 for 38.
I think I'm going to sing along with his walk-up song next time. Is that okay? Maybe when you lay out at the
you got 2 buttons on that box over there. One talks to the truck and the other mutes you. So take your pick.
All right.
I know you like that song. You tried to sell it for the 7th inning stretch at Nationals Park a couple years ago.
It's a sing-along song. You lay out and everybody sings tonight. It's perfect.
Maybe the best since Michael Morse's?
I think so.
Take Me On or Take On Me.
I still like that one too.
2-0. Two and 1.
Morse actually on a rehab assignment with the Giants right now.
And they would love to get him back.
Yeah.
It's amazing how every club he goes to, people can't stop talking about his presence and what he brings to the clubhouse. High fly ball over by the Nats dugout and on a play.
Hit a seat, shocker.
Hardy fans here tonight, not a lot of them, but hats off to the ones here. The Potomac Nationals take on the Frederick Keys Wednesday night for another 9 innings of winning on Winning Wednesday. 703-590-2311 or PotomacNationals.com. Rumor has it that the Frederick Keys will be playing somewhere else very soon.
We've been doing that promo for like 2 weeks, and they're playing the Frederick Keys for 2. Is there any other teams in that league, or is it just the Peanuts and the Frederick Keys?
I think that's it.
The rest of the teams quit.
Eight 3 ball game, bottom of the 5th. As the rain has left us, good news is 2 more outs. It's an official ball game no matter what happens with the weather. Blackmon up the middle, and even Trey Turner can't get to that. Charlie Blackmon, last 5 plate appearances in this series, 3 hits, 4 runs batted in.
5-hole.
Well, LeMahieu becomes a key hitter in front of Nolan Arenado. Yeah, gets the season, both of his seasons off to great starts. And injuries kind of figure into that 9 and 10 with the higher ERA. Double play in order, as it was last inning when LeMahieu singled up the middle. Now he goes down the right field line. Bryce Harper's going to have to play it well and hit the cutoff man. They're sending the runner. No play at the plate, and it's 8-4.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say it again, and I have no idea why. But Joe Ross's fastball has been 88, 89 miles an hour for about 3 innings now. And this is a guy that threw 95, 96 when he first got called up. I don't know if it's the cold tonight and he can't get loose. Maybe it's the dry air here and he can't get a grip. I'm not trying to be an alarmist. I don't know why, but I have to point it out. His fastball tonight has been very hittable.
You know, Dusty wants to get him at least 5 innings. The bullpen may be about to fire up shortly. It's a 4-run game, but a very dangerous man who, without some negative elements for him, would have hit it out of the yard last time up. '84 on the slider.
His arm angle's low too. He's kind of pushing it. Usually he's on top of it more and getting on top of that sinker, so it has that late little dip to it.
Right.
But he's kind of getting underneath it, shot putting it tonight, and it's staying up.
And with that late you talk about, you can get away with 88, 89. Get some ground balls at least here and there. Another good slider to Arenado. So let's see him if he shows him a fastball to get back to that.
I mean, Joe Ross is fighting out there. He's throwing strikes and showing you what he's made of. And that's what good pitchers do when they don't have their good stuff.
All right, there's the fastball up. Two and two. Right center field. Now it's going to be 8-5.
Seventh double of the year for Arenado, and the Rockies aren't going away, folks. And they're not missing fastballs.
Bullpen, 3 rough innings last night. Actually only 2 innings in which they gave up 5 runs and 8 hits. And the bullpen might have to work longer than that tonight. Mike Maddox to the mound as Carlos Gonzalez steps in. And then Mark Reynolds, the potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Rockies have scored in 4 straight innings. That's already in a shift with Daniel Murphy in right field. Anthony Rendon has to hang near third because of the runner.
I mean, Matt Wieters is seeing what we're seeing, and he's trying to negotiate his pitcher to get a win here tonight against the Rockies, get him through 5 somehow, some way. But right now, Joe Ross is running on fumes, and maybe it's because he pitched for the first time last time, threw 100 pitches for the first time since 2016. And maybe fatigue is a factor here at the Mile High City. I don't know.
And Gonzalez, a fly ball short left field. Jason Worth gets under it for the second out. Big out. Here's Reynolds. Danny Romero up and throwing. Losing pitcher in last night's 8-4 Rockies win.
So 85 pitches for Joe Ross, 56 strikes, 29 balls. I think Reynolds hit a fastball last time up. See if they go to the slider.
Murph eavesdropping. Matt Wieters doing all the talking right there. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Jeep. Mark Reynolds having a monstrous start to the 17 season.
I talked to him in batting practice yesterday, and he said, I'm just having a hot couple of weeks. It just happens to be the first couple of weeks of the season. Kind of downplaying it, as you think he would.
11th year in the big leagues. Career batting average into the season 234. 2-0.
Just not getting extended, kind of short arming the ball, and just probably out of gas. And hopefully it's just that.
Gerardo Parra, left-handed batter on deck. The wind blowing toward the left field corner. 3-0. Green light. Maybe a little higher than he wanted it. Strike one. Now the tying run is in the batter's box. Second walk of the night, and Dusty's going to get Joe Ross. Dusty feeling it slipping away here, and Joe Ross will not be able to qualify for a possible win with 5 innings. Lefty-lefty matchup coming up. Enny Romero, Gerardo Parra. Baseball break brought to you by T-Mobile. Well, Jeb Bush and Derek Jeter, their group wins the auction to buy the Marlins. Bush will serve as primary owner by reports. Clayton Kershaw has given up 1 run to the Giants tonight. He's had great success career against them. And Dallas Keuchel, the American League Cy Young Award winner 2 years ago, went the distance and is 4-0, 1.22 for the 14-6 Houston Astros. That game today, and they are playing great baseball in the AL West. Well, Joe Ross couldn't make it through 5. It's up to Enny Romero against Gerardo Parra here. Nats lefty roughed up last night. 7.04 ERA, 12 hits in 7 2/3, 8 Ks, 2 walks. He's been hittable at .343. Nats bullpen great on this road trip until last night. Good fastball to the outside edge for a strike.
Just think it's so big when any reliever comes in and throws strike 1. Talked about the other day in New York, just announcing your presence. Here it is, 96, strike 1. Now you're on the defensive, not the offensive.
A good heater to follow it up.
And I think last night was a good learning experience for Enny when he threw that slider to Charlie Blackmon. Hey, I throw 97, I bring the noise. I'm going to get beat with the noise next time. If you can hit my fastball, tip my cap, and get him tomorrow.
Second base Arenado, first base Reynolds. 3-run game. Out of play.
See all the fastballs here so far to Parra. Go right after him.
Hitter late on arrival there.
Got a coffee during the pitching change. You want to hold it?
No, I'm good. I'm just hanging on here for dear life. 5th inning. Long night ahead. By the way, coming into this game today, the Nationals' last 3 games at Coors Field, the pitching staff, ERA 9.75. Trying to break a 3-game losing streak here. Nats have had some good series here over the years, fueled by great offense mostly. And that is a great looking fastball, just missing 1 and 2.
Close, real close, if not a strike.
Entire ball inside the box on pitch cast. Ben May
have missed it.
Well, we'll see where that one was. Didn't look as good as the one before.
This is close too, Carp.
I mean, he split the outside corner with that one. Two. Trevor Story on deck. Fly ball to left, tailing away from Jason Worth. Not catchable because it's foul.
It almost got that ball dude down there that doesn't have a glove. Remember that last year? They were just kind of olaying things and trying to catch it with their seats. Like, give those guys a glove so they have a fighting chance.
This is Coors Field, man. Give them a glove.
Give them a glove. I mean, they got a helmet. You could always use that. You got a radio, yeah. Yeah, I almost got that one. 10-4. Yeah, I was close. 10-4.
Get me out of here, please.
What? Yeah, you should have had it? Yeah.
Who did he call?
I don't know. All of his buddies were making fun of him.
2-2 pitch. Again. Romero all fastballs, and Parra just in there getting around to get him out of play. It's got to be so tempting for Wieters and Wieters and Romero to think, oh, we'll drop a slight piece on him here, but
spoils 99. I still say bring the fastball. Forget it, man. Keep throwing that thing. If he hits it, he hits it. you might be able to lock him up with the slider, but you always take the chance of speeding him up, and then he catches it out front and hits in the gap.
Yep. All heaters. Trey Turner with the scoop and the throw. So the Rockies pick up 2 more. It's an 8-5 game. Top of the order for the Nationals. Top 6 coming up.
Nova comes to Nats Park on April 30th. Young ball players from across the DMV can participate in a pregame on-field parade. Everybody loves a parade. That's prior to the 1:35 game between the Nats and the Mets. Visit nationals.com/special ticket for details.
Top 6, top of the order. It's not like the Nats are laying down with no offense here. They've scored in 3 of the 5 innings so far, but they need some more, it appears, at Coors Field. Huge out for Enny Romero. Adam Eaton 1 for 3. And against Jordan Lyles' career 0 for 3. Lyles 12 pitches, 6 strikes to get through a 1-2-3 5th inning at the bottom of the order. So he's got some good hitters to negotiate here. 2-0.
Remember when I said divide the score by 2 theory here? I'm telling you, it works.
So the Nats right now are ahead by a 1.5.
Yeah.
Trey Turner, big night. Close to 3 for 3, robbed by Charlie Blackmon last time. Eaton all over a 2-0 pitch.
So this is their president's race here at Coors Field. Toothbrush, tooth, and toothpaste. I need all 3 right now, by the way. And the tooth wins. And we were told that the winner gets a plaque.
But up, he'll be here all week. That's, you know, it's so bad, it's really funny.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
I can't claim that.
They're trying to get floss into the race for next year.
It's a family,
shameless commercial promotion, but we showed it anyway.
A family show, you can't have floss race.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Eaton hits one hard up the middle. Adam Eaton a 2 for 4 night. Pole's still open.
Love how he rounds first base on a single. Do you see that, kids? Maybe we'll get to show you that again. Who should lead off for the Nats? Look at this. 37% Trey Turner, 25 Adam Eaton, 38% votes, 1,659 votes. This is how you run to first on a single, folks. For you kids at home, too. It's a single, right? Look at him round the base, just in case there's a bobble. He's looking for Charlie Blackmon to just to bobble that ball a little bit. He's going to cruise into second. So many guys just pull up at the base nowadays at the major league level. That was textbook. I know it's a little thing, but for me, it's a big thing. It's how you play the game.
Well, and to managers, it's a big thing, and coaches, and general managers. They're watching every move their guys make.
It's just how you play the game and how you round the bag.
Trey Turner 2 for 4 career with a double against Jordan Lyles. We're talking about a relief pitcher, remember, who has over a 5 career ERA, and it's even higher this year. We can look at center field and see how they want to pitch Turner. Charlie Blackmon a good 20 feet off center there. Looked like he stopped. 1-1. Nats box. Eaton a 2-hit night with Turner. Daniel Murphy, the big hitter of the game, though, 3 for 3, 2 singles, a triple, 5 runs batted in. And Ryan Zimmerman has contributed a walk, a double. He has scored twice.
Tomorrow we could do the Twitter poll. How many shots of the fountain will we show you?
Well, that could be controlled.
100 or more would be the last one, probably.
You had to do it, didn't you?
I feel like our director could control the winner on that one.
And Trey Turner to right. How far? Gone. Carlos Gonzalez trying to get us to believe he was going to catch the ball. He's been known to do that. And Trey Turner, first home run of the year. And the Nats grab some 5-run breathing room here in the top of the 6th. And Turner has 4 RBIs.
Top of the order, the first 4 guys tonight have scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 10 runs the Nats have put on the board. And Trey Turner just went opposite field for a huge answer.
Nats first long ball of the night, and here's Harper.
And now he's going to go 4-man bobsled.
Bryce 1 for 2, double walk, 2 runs. And he'll hammer one to left for a base hit. Bryce Harper, 28 hits on the year with a couple here, and Lyles hasn't retired a batter in the top of the 6th.
That ball was roasted. Check out Trey Turner before his home run. Paul Lassard, head trader, goes, here's some home run pills. Take these. Yep, this is for a home run. Now go up there and hit one. Yep, home run pills. StatCast, what do you got?
Oh, Cargo, why do you do that to us?
96.6 miles an hour.
It's the second time Carlos Gonzalez has acted like he's going to catch a ball that's 30 feet above him.
Well, if that hits the top of the wall, he's trying to keep Adam Eaton at first base and maybe throw him out at second. And
True.
look at, they're talking about it. That's what Wilmer's saying. You see Cargo do that too? He goes, yeah, I didn't think it was out because he was going to catch it. You could deke the hitter too.
Here's Zimmerman, right in there to Ryan.
Talking about speed skating after the game.
One. Career high 4 runs batted in tonight. We've talked a couple of times, when that bat gets going, look out for this offense. Zimmerman a chopper. It will stay foul. Old UVA buddies right there. Reynolds and Zim. Nasty breaking ball in the dirt. First base occupied, no tag required. 1 out. Let's go inside the numbers, brought to you by PNC Bank for the achiever in you, where the RBI totals are shooting up. Bryce Harper started the night with 20. Now Daniel Murphy's right behind him. Zimmerman there. Marcelo Zuna came into this game, or this day, and the Marlins were weathered out at Cincinnati, rather at Philly. He has 21 to lead the league. And Murphy trying to flirt with the third base bag on that late swing. Nationals are over 100 runs on the year. Came in with 97, 5th in the league.
We've been talking about the whole road trip. This lineup locked in coming into Coors Field, what would happen, and you're seeing what we thought would happen. Even if you're not locked in, this can happen, but they've been swinging it so well. This was just, you knew they were going to score runs.
Murphy, high chopper to second, and the Rockies will turn a 4-6-3 double play ball. But the Nationals get the 2 runs back that Colorado scored in the 5th, so it's 10-5 after 5.5.
Well, there's Trey Turner's tater the other way. I think he was deked by Carlos Gonzalez just like we were. He thought he was going to catch it. He's like, wait, the ball's not carrying you right tonight. You saw Carlos tap his leg. That's what he usually does before he catches the ball. But it got out of here. Opposite field homer for Trey Turner. He's on the board. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for each of the first 200 home runs the Nats hit this year. Lexus, experience amazing.
Rockies box. RBIs from the first 5 batters in their order tonight. So it's Story, Walters, and then the number 9 spot. Their bullpen's working. Looks like Jordan Lyles done after 2 innings. Here's where Enny Romero has to start an inning clean and get Story and Walters. Fastball up. Matt Albers for the Nationals. Two-one. Romero, the Nats pitcher of record right now. High in the air to right. Harper going back. So many close calls tonight. 1 out.
And he's got his hands on his hips. Wondering if that was going to go out. Then I was wondering if Bryce Harper was deacon like Carlos Gonzalez was. So we're all a mess right now. Ball stayed in the park. Good thing. 1 out. Had the sound.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe the launch angle a little bit too high. Yeah, I think Annie thought it was out of here. Who knows in this place?
Right-hander Scott Oberg next for the Rockies. There's a slider. Short bench, Christian Adames, Dustin Garneau, their backup catcher. Alexi Amarista.
I'm going to tell Alexi Amarista you just said that.
What?
Short bench.
Never entered my mind. Thanks for being up with us. Midnight back home, 10 o'clock here at Coors Field in Denver. Ball game about an hour and 6 minutes late in starting. All kinds of rain gear, cold gear by Nats fans, Rockies fans. And quite a ball game we have going here.
I knew that guy in the cowboy hat, but I can't tell you who he is. Might know that guy too. Lots of secret Nats fans here tonight.
Christian Adames 0 for 1 career. Kenzenny Romero with a strikeout. Murphy cuts it off, gets a runner, and Zimmerman pops off the bag to try to sell the call, but Adames was safe by plenty. But a big out for Daniel Murphy and Trey Turner.
Yeah, Nats need outs. Nice play, Daniel Murphy. Ball hit hard on the ground. Murph to the backhand, semi-dive, and then he goes shovel piece and flips on his back as he gives it to Trey Turner to get the lead out. I like it. I like where head's at, Eddie. Pointing at his infielders for making nice plays. Confidence growing for the left-hander by the minute out of the Nats bullpen.
Charlie Blackmon 2 for 3 with an RBI single. Zimmerman has it. So Blackmon homered against Romero last night, and Ennie gets the best of him here. This ball game into the late innings, 10-5 Nats. Plenty of high fives in that third base dugout tonight. Lots of runs for the Nats. 10 on 12 hits. 3 innings to go. And 27-year-old Scott Oberg will face the Nationals. His 10th appearance of the year. 9 innings, only 4 hits. He's been good for them so far. 8 Ks, 3 walks. Rendon, Worth, Wieters, 6, 7, 8.
And they're going to see fastball slider change. The fastball averages 95 from Oberg. So he's got a good heater. Slider's his best secondary pitch at 88.
Yeah, those numbers we gave you on the innings and the hits. 143 opponent's batting average. Anthony Rendon 0 for 2 career against him. Looking for his first knock of the night. Smiles on the Nats side right now.
You can wear a Rockies blanket tonight if you're a Nats fan. That's okay.
It's fine.
Whatever it takes.
Drew Goodman, their teammate friend, offered us some Rockies jackets. We said we are not rocking any purple in this booth.
Can't, sorry.
I'd rather announce the game from the last row of the rock pile than do that. Anybody sitting up there tonight? 2 standers and a camera guy.
Whoa.
Can you imagine what it's like out there? And there's a great swing by Anthony Rendon. He's on for the first time. Nationals, 13 hits.
Join the hit party. It's okay to come to the party late. That's when all the rock stars get there. Take that knock, check in, 0 for 3 into a 1 for 4. Coda Glover getting loose with no sleeves in the forest.
Well, LeMahieu, Arenado, 2 righties coming up. So that's it for the Nats right-hander Romero. And he did a good job. Inning and a third, scoreless baseball, giving up a single. Could be the winner later. Way inside to Jason. Worth hits one hard, just foul.
Close. He's hit the ball well all night tonight. That guy's going to take his stool and go get the ball down the corner. Yep.
See if he calls somebody.
Can somebody give me a glove? Anybody? I don't know.
Not going to make a call this time.
No. Nobody's calling him on the walkie-talkie.
Two on to Worth. It's a great slider. And a breaking ball in the dirt for the strikeout. Tomorrow night, 8:30, we'll see you. Tanner Roark, be seeing you probably around 8:45 or 50. And Tanner this season 2-0 with a 3.65. Tyler Chatwood is 2-2 with a 4 ERA for the Rockies. And Johnny and Ray will get you going at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Nats Extra, Masson 2, Game 3 of this series. And then Gio on Thursday for a day game. Nats have Adam Lind. They have Wilmer Defoe available from the left side of the plate. And they have Chris Heisey available from the right side. He's the guy coming out. Heisey is 1 for 2 with a homer career against Oberg. Could have something to do with it.
So by my theory, it's 5 to 2.5 right now. So this game's not over. I mean, you need more runs if you're the Nats. As crazy as that sounds, as conditioned as we are to think, wow, 10 to 5, you're good. You're not.
Yeah. Seen it too many times here.
And you think that in the dugout as a player, like, come on, keep pushing, we need more. And some pitchers will look at you like you're crazy for saying that, but it's the truth. And I'm sure Dusty Baker's saying that right now. You need a couple more, let's go.
Sleeves for Chris Heisey, short sleeves. 1-on-1 out, top 7. Good scramble and a throw by Tony Walters.
I've looked up a few times at Tony Walters and thought he was Carlos Gonzalez in this series. Their face. Although Carlos doesn't have a face right now.
Pretty good battle here to a 2-2 count. Wieters 1 for 3. Base hit the other way. In fact, he's taken the ball the other way all 3 times tonight. Matt facing Scott Oberg for the first time. Count is full.
Let's see if Dusty Baker starts Anthony Rendon here. I think you do.
Yeah, why not? You can never be too aggressive in this ballpark. 90 feet might help you add another one onto that lead. Runner holding, and it's 2 on for Chris Heisey.
Or Adam Lind.
Yeah, here we go with the left-hander.
Boy, if you're still at this game, you are the ultimate Warrior baseball fan.
You looked at your phone lately for the temperature?
It says 38 out there. Let me see what my phone says, because the scoreboard's been wrong all night. Yeah, 38.
All right. Adam Lind seeing Oberg for the first time. 3 for 7, a homer, 4 RBIs as a pinch hitter. Can't walk batters in this yard. He's fallen behind another hitter.
Can't fall behind either. I mean, obviously you never want to, but this ballpark 1-0 is the greatest count ever. You're just looking for something with plate and letting it fly. It's hard to explain, but even as an average hitter, when you step into the box here at Coors Field, you feel like you're Daniel Murphy or Nolan Arenado or whoever. And imagine what those guys feel like standing in the box here. You just automatically feel locked in. The backdrop is so dark. You see the baseball and you just feel like it's all I have to do is touch it and it's going to go somewhere. So what do? You end up swinging nice and easy and the ball carries.
2-0. 3 balls, no strikes.
Green light all the way.
Top of the order due up in a moment. Adam Eaton has scored 2 runs tonight. He's in the top 5 in the league in runs scored, by the way. Second base Rendon, first base Wieters. Oberg in the strike zone. Strike two.
Now you're loose. Come off the bench, cold night. 3-1 pitch, let it rip. Now you're loose.
He walked him and the bases are loaded.
I'm telling you, Adam Lind just gives you pro at bats after pro at bat. Off the bench, cold, freezing night, Coors Field, gets to a 3-2 count, walks to load him up. That's not easy to do off the bench.
Adam Lind has struck out twice this year and he's walked 3 times. So you put those together with the pinch hits. The guy's been amazing off the bench. Adam Eaton 2 for 4. Facing Oberg for the first time.
Here comes those two guys, those two pains in the you-know-where. Yeah, those two. I mean, you got speed at the top that make you work. You got thump in the middle, left, right, left.
Round, bouncing ball right side. He's got a hustle, and they drop the ball. Everybody's safe. Trevor Story may be trying to turn a double play before he had possession, and a huge error makes it 11-5 and still only 1 out.
And you can't put guys on for free against good teams, and you definitely can't give them extra outs. That's a pretty good feed by DJ LeMahieu. But Story was stationary. Watch Trevor Story. As a shortstop, you have to come to the bag and keep your feet moving. He had his foot on the bag and was stretching like a first baseman. If you get in a good athletic position behind the bag, you see that throw to your right, you adjust and you kind of drag your foot on the bag and continue the play. He was already set up before LeMahieu even threw the baseball.
Trevor Story, 3rd error of the year. Rockies' 2nd error of the night. They came into the game with the fewest errors in the National League, 5.
They'll give that error to LeMahieu, but Trevor Story has to make that play.
Trey Turner. If he hits one in the left center gap, we could see history.
6th inning, an hour and a half ago, last inning, there it is, home run. See, Mark Reynolds knew it. He just kind of looked over his shoulder. Those two guys. Eaton and Turner getting it done.
Turner 0 for 1 against Oberg career. Fastball outside edge. Christian Guzman, 9 years ago, remains the most recent cycle for the Nats.
Well, the triple's the hardest one, but not if you run like Trey Turner. And left center field is open for business.
Great take. More importantly, it's a 3-1 count with another runner sitting at 3rd base. So LeMahieu, the error on that play. His first of the year. On a pitch up. Nats all over the bases. They've scored in 5 of the 7 innings at the plate so far. Turner, right field line, fair ball. How long will it take for Gonzalez to dig it out? Trey Turner heading for 3rd. He's going to have the cycle, and he clears the bases. first national cycle in 9 years, and it belongs to Trey Turner.
Unbelievable. First triple of the season for Trey Turner. It's a cycle here at Coors Field. How about that, folks? Are you kidding me? I mean, if anybody's going to do it in the last at-bat, it's Trey Turner. Remember all the triples he had early last year? He's in cruise control right there, and he looks at Bob Henley like, oh yeah, I need a triple for the cycle. Could have stood up, but he slides in for the bases clearing triple. There's the ball. A cycle for Trey Turner, folks.
7 Trey Turner RBIs tonight. A career night in a lot of ways. The Nationals lead 14-5. Here's Bryce Harper. He's 2 for 3.
That was awesome.
I mean, a cycle has to have some RBIs attached to it, but 7? That's got to be one of the highest totals ever.
I'm telling you, this lineup's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Outside to Harper. Left-hander Jake McGee.
Oh my goodness. I think that's the first cycle I've ever seen in person. Very cool. Congratulations, Trey Turner.
2-0. Harper. Scoop. RBI. 15-5. Bryce Harper, 21st RBI of the season. Now Trey can really go get some congrats from his teammates.
Very cool.
Well, if you had to pick one guy on the team who could do it, he'd be the guy.
Well, for a triple for the last leg, absolutely. Eric Hayden with the cycle.
7 gold medals.
Nice.
For runners driven in. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Nats by 10.
Didn't like the call at all. He didn't care what the score is. It's his at-bat. He's grinding.
Yeah.
Take any at-bats lightly in this place. You know why? Because you're going to play a cool game at Dodger Stadium where the ball isn't carrying one night. Clayton Kershaw is going to be pitching. So every single at-bat in this ballpark, you bear down.
Yeah. Or you're going to kill one in San Diego that dies in the marine layer.
Exactly. So I have to take advantage of this.
Zim, the 8th Nat to bat in this inning. Reaching to foul it away. Counts 1-2. Coda Glover still rumored to be pitching the bottom of the 7th. We'll see how that works out. He's been standing around a long time.
Hydrating. Spitting.
Everything that's happened tonight, hard to believe the Nats still have 9 outs to get to end this game. Ryan Zimmerman, a healthy hack.
He's just covering outside, inside. He's always been a great low ball hitter, but he's been getting to the ball right about letter high too. The double he hit earlier was a fastball right around the letters.
Zimmerman, hard hit ball, left side. Arenado. He's going to just bounce it over there. Zimmerman beats it out. 2-hit night for Ryan. He's on for the 3rd time. How many third basemen make that even close?
Yeah, he had to give with this ball kind of going toward the outfield grass, just got rid of it, and then the grass slows it down. Couldn't really get his feet under him to make a throw, and Ryan Zimmerman smelling a knock.
And we'll have a challenge here, by the way.
I thought he was out on the replay. Sometimes on those one hoppers, it's hard for the first base umpire to hear the sound of the ball in the glove because it hits so softly. On a routine throw, you hear the smack of the glove. On a one hopper, there's no sound to judge by, so it's a tougher call. What does the Exmo have here? He's out.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out by a lot.
Pretty good scoop. That didn't take long. So Ryan Zimmerman is retired, and that's it for the top of the 7th. Seems awfully late for a 7th inning stretch. Turner, first inning, base hit the other way. 2nd inning, double to left. 6th inning, homer the other way. 7th inning, historic triple. 2nd, 3rd net now with a cycle. 1st in 9 years. Five a cycle, 7 batted in. We're going bottom 7 with 24-year-old Cota Glover. 11th appearance.
A fastball, slider, curveball change for Cota. Fastball averaging 96. Cut the fastball, sink the fastball. Chris Heisey into left field.
Yeah, it looks like a straight up switch for Jason Worth. DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 2 career against Cota. Base hit. His 3rd hit in a row. And he would have to bat again in this inning to represent the tying run. That's if everybody gets on between now and when he comes back around. Nolan Arenado double RBI last time, and when he did that 2 innings ago, this was an 8-5 game. Looks like they're going to give him the rest of the night off, though, and this will be Pat Valaika, called up last week.
That was some kind of play by Arenado to rob Ryan Zimmerman. There's nobody, maybe Manny Machado makes that play, and that's it. I think Anthony Rendon could make it. I think he'd make it differently, though. The way Arenado backed up on that ball, maybe Rendon likes to field the ball on the run. He'd come and get that.
If you're a Rockies fan, you hope nothing bad happened on that play. That's a fair ball into the right field corner. Colorado will have runners at second and third. Bryce Harper bolting one home on a hop.
Arena baseball, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 7.5 to 2.5.
I'm telling you, it can take a while to get 9 outs here. Out into left center. Heisey chasing it. And another near miss for the Rockies on a deep fly ball. 2 runners who move up, and it's 15-6. Carlos Gonzalez, second RBI of the night.
Getting carpal tunnel from keeping score tonight.
Normally my ink pen would be frozen by now, but it's so busy. Still circulating through there. Mark Reynolds takes a strike. Reynolds sees Glover for the first time. Right side, that'll be another run. Murphy scrambles to get the badly needed out. 15-7.
Think about Mark Reynolds. He's played in some great hitters' ballparks, hasn't he? Arizona, Camden Yards, here. He's no dummy.
Second highest RBI total by a national ever in a game. Danny Espinosa 7 last year during that incredible hot streak that he had. But Josh Willingham with 8 RBIs on the 2 Grand Slam night, the all-timer. Glover to Zimmerman. Bottom of the 7th over. Rockies get a couple of quick runs. To the 8th we go. 15-7. Daniel Murphy. Well, we thought he was having the monster RBI night to lead the way until Trey Turner got his licks in. Coming off the Grand Slam against the Mets in the Sunday night game. And Daniel Murphy coming alive tonight, 3 for 4, single, triple, single, 5 batted in. And his next RBI will be number 20 on the year. New pitcher. This will be Jake McGee, the lefty for the Rockies. And for McGee, his 8th appearance, 4 hits and 5 2/3, 8 Ks, 3 walks.
Fastball average is 95 for McGee. Get this, he throws it 96% of the time, so good chance Daniel Murphy's getting a heater right here.
Good. Daniel Murphy career 1 for 1 with a solo homer against Jake McGee.
I want to see the stat for run support in Joe Ross starts. He got 14 last start, he got 15 tonight. He's got to be leading all of baseball in run support.
Now, does that count for the whole game or just when you're in there?
That's 29 runs the whole game in 2 starts. So 29 divided by 2 is the Joe Ross average run support per game.
Murphy gets a big hook there. Pat Falaica stays in place 3rd base. Arenado gets the rest of the night off. Alexi Amarista kind of figured Cargo would get the rest of the night after his most recent at bat. No swing, says Mark Wegner. Oh no, he did punch him out. 1 out, 8th inning.
Bob Henley's kind of talking to him right now, but this time of the game when it's 15-7 and it's 37 degrees, if you blink, you win.
Looks like the bottom of the 8th belongs to Joe Blanton. Dakota Glover faced 5 batters, 9 pitches, 8 strikes. A quick happening 7th inning. Anthony Rendon takes one away. Base hit going the other way last time up.
Is that like a cell phone holder in his mask?
He's aboard. 2nd time in a row.
Hey, he's got a cell phone holder right there. Right in the front. See? Just put your cell phone right there.
Here's an at bat for Chris Heisey. Oh for 1 career against McGee. Heisey out to right center. Amarista will yield to Charlie Blackmon for the 2nd out here in the 8th inning. And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Matt Wieters, right-handed AB here. 2 for 4 with an RBI batting from this side of the plate.
Good take. Trying to check in for the second time and get a 2-hit night.
Short center. Charlie Blackmon. That's it for the Nats in the top of the 8th inning. 6 outs to get. It's 15-7.
Very rare endangered Rocky Mountain zebra. Tough to find in these parts, but on cold nights they'll come to the ballpark and sit in the last row. Good job finding that, guys. That's very rare. 15-7, bottom of the 8th. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the children's in at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
Joe Blanton for the Nats. 36-year-old right-hander. A lot of the Rockies have faced him in his long big league career. And Joe, 8th appearance for Washington, 8 innings, 7 hits, 7 Ks, 2 walks so far.
Fastball, slider, curveball change from Joe. Throws the slider actually more than his fastball at 39%, the fastball at 25%.
First up, Trevor Story. Joe, of course, 75 games with the Dodgers last year, so he and the Rockies saw a lot of each other. Not a whole lot of mystery here. Story 0 for 2 against him. There's a slider for a strike.
Look out. Kind of bracing for impact, wasn't he? Matt Wieters looked the other way and just stuck his glove up. He thought it was going to ricochet and hit him.
Trevor Story 0 for 3 tonight. 6-game hitting streak on the line. Right over by the Rockies dugout, and it won't come back far enough.
Tune into Nats Extra post-game show presented by W.B. Mason immediately following the game. Johnny and Ray will wake up to do an amazing post-game show right after this.
Now, come on, they've been hanging with us on every pitch.
They are taking notes. Maybe they'll have masks on like Trey Turner has it short right now.
That would be cool. That's a base hit out to center for Trevor Story, so he does get his 7-game hitting streak. Tony Walters, the catcher, is next, and then the right fielder, Alexi Amarista. Blanton and Walters matching up for the first time. That ball is hit a ton to right center. Off the wall. Over to covered up, Adam Eaton. Run coming in to score. 15-8. 3 RBI series so far for the Colorado catcher, Tony Walters.
And Joe Blanton's had a rough go early here for the Nats, a guy that had an amazing season for the Dodgers last year, just trying to find that slider. It's been spinning in there. He's given up 3 home runs this year, and I think it's all been on the slider, and it just doesn't have the same bite that he's used to. And this isn't a place to really hope that that thing gets better. When you come to Coors Field, sliders have a tendency not to slide.
Amarista 2 for 11 with a couple of RBIs, spot duty. .230 career hitter. He goes up there hacking, and skies one out to left center. Adam Eaton and Chris Heisey have a drop in between them, and it's 15-9.
This isn't the Rockies of the past. They're 14-6. They have the most wins in the National League, and they know how to come from behind in their own ballpark. This game's not over.
I mean, it's a 6-run game with 6 outs to get.
You know, there were Rocky teams that would shut it down when it was, 15-7 or 15-6. This team won't. They're too good.
Nationals have scored in 5 innings tonight. Now the Rockies have scored in 6 innings. And it's a 15-9 game with nobody out in the 8th.
I mean, there's guys just digging in right now on both teams, and it's like a softball game.
Yeah.
They're raring back, they're swinging as hard as they can, and they're trying to hit home runs. There's no fear in any swings on either team. They're digging in and they're swinging from their heels here at Coors Field.
Blanton with 90, tailing past the bat of Blackman, who's 2 for 4. 2 singles, RBI tonight. Matt Albers up again. Sean Kelly hasn't pitched in a couple of days. So even if the Nats are ahead by 6 or 5 or 4, he would probably pitch the 9th. 24 runs, 27 hits in this game. Down the line, trouble if fair. Home run. It's 15-11.
Telling you, they have that thing going. They're not going away. It's a 4th home run Joe Blanton's given up, and we got a ball game.
Dusty's out and Blanton's gone. 4 batters, 4 hits, 4 runs. Wow, 6 outs, 6 long outs. Baseball on Masson, brought to you by Airlines for America, where airplanes land, opportunity takes off, and by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA. Only thing going faster than that traffic are baseballs out of Coors Field right now. It's a 15-11 game, and there are no outs in the 8th. And remember, they took out Nolan Arenado when they were 10 runs down. Here's Matt Albers.
A 2-seam fastball, slider, curveball change for Albers. His job to get some outs, keep the ball down, and keep the ball in the ballpark.
Got DJ LeMahieu on a base, or rather on a ground ball to Murphy last night, and he hits him.
This just has a bad feel to it.
Nats bullpen last night, 2 innings, 5 runs on 8 hits. And right now in the last inning plus, it's 6 runs on 6 hits. Pat Valaika, replacing Arenado, doubled last time up. High fly ball left field. Chris Izzy, foul ball, enough room. First out, 8th inning.
I mean, you could just see the swings right now. Everyone's swinging for the downs. I can't remember the last ground ball I've seen in this ball game. I guess last inning they hit a few.
Here's their backup catcher, Dustin Garneau, pinch hitting. Buddy Black knows he's got Mark Reynolds on deck. Trying to fire some bullets here and see if his team can mount an almost impossible comeback. Down by 10 2 innings ago. Good heater. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This game is ruining the whole offense's cool thing. It was fun for a bit. Matt Albert's trying to get a ground ball right here, right now. Let his infielders do some work.
Nationals bullpen tonight. No strikeouts. Had 2 last night. Nobody missing bats right now. Dozens of fans having a blast right now.
Nats fans hanging in there.
One-two pitch. Albers trying to run it back to the edge. Trey Turner over to cover it, 2 outs. Here's Mark Reynolds. There's Carlos Estevez. Got the win in relief last night when the Rockies came from behind. He'll be pitching the 9th. Bouncing ball on the charge, Anthony Rendon, and a really good job by Matt Albers. Puts out the fire for now. Trey Turner will have another at bat. He'll be up 3rd, top 9.
Tricycle. Base hit his first time up. Double his second time up, so triple his 3rd time up. Is he going to go for the natural cycle? No, he goes homer. his 4th plate appearance. Remember, he lined out to center field too. There's the homer. And then last time up in the 7th, a triple down the right field corner to complete the tricycle. 7 RBIs for number 7. That's the first player to hit for the cycle with 7 stakes since Troy Tulowitzki did it in August of 2009.
Top of the 9th, can you believe it? Michael A. Taylor against Carlos Estevez, 10th game. Got the win last night with an inning and a 1/3 of scoreless relief, striking out a couple.
He's got the good fastball. It averages 96. Slider change to go with it. Jimmy Fox had 9 RBI in a cycle in 1933. Some guy named Joe DiMaggio had 7. Ralph Kiner had 8 in 1950. These are big names.
Yeah. Well, 2 Hall of Famers, DiMaggio and Fox. Taylor out to right center. Charlie Blackmon has it.
If Adam Eaton gets on and Trey Turner hits another home run, he could tie Jimmy Fox for the most RBIs in a cycle. Hit him. No?
You heard a couple of sounds.
I did. Listen to it. Maybe the sound was the glove and the umpire's shin guard.
Who would have thought that Sean Kelly would pitch in this game?
I think they should change the rule and 4 runs should be a save at Coors Field. Just here.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Five runs maybe.
Rockies have made some changes. Gerardo Parra from left field to first base. Valaika replaces him in left. Tony Walters goes from catcher to third, and Dustin Garneau stays in to catch. That's a fair ball. 2 outs.
So who do you think should lead off for the Nats? That was a Twitter poll tonight. Both has 39% and wins 1,837 votes. I don't think you could go wrong for whoever you voted for. And we've been saying that all night, especially tonight. How many times do you get another at bat after you've already hit for the cycle?
Yeah, 6th at bat of the night for Trey. Look out, right over his helmet with a fastball.
That'll get everybody's attention in the third base dugout. Whether it was on purpose or accident, doesn't matter. Anytime you see a ball around a player's head, especially when it's one of your guys, that gets everybody's attention. See Murphy yelling, hey, as loud as he could in the background. Look at that, fill up some columns.
Two 2-1 pitch, ball 3.
Just hang loose here, you already had a night. Just be on your toes.
Deep short. Turner digging. That's really well played by Trevor Story. Nationals go in order, and here we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Sean Kelly is ready. Bryce Harper trying to keep warm as the guys get out to the field to get these last 3 outs. Nobody else in the division played tonight. Miami at Philadelphia, postponed. Atlanta at New York, postponed. So the Nats could go up 3 on the Marlins, 4 on the Phils, and you can add it from there. First things first, 3 outs to get, and Sean Kelly. Parra, Story, and Walters for the Rockies.
Opponent's hitting 194 against Sean's fastball slider combination. Fastball low to mid 90s. Slider mid 80s. And he will throw strikes. He's coming right after you.
Parra 0 for 4, strike call.
And Rocky's trying to load him up. That's not a bad idea if it's there. Anthony Rendon was playing in. But Sean Kelly has taken this super serious, like it's a save opportunity. You have to, the way things have gone here tonight.
Absolutely. 2-1. Out to center. Going back, Eaton. It's 15-12.
I don't know what I'm watching tonight, but it isn't baseball. Fall behind, 2-1 fastball right down the middle. Parra got all of it to center. Unbelievable the way the game is played differently in this ballpark.
Yeah, and it's 40 degrees.
And you've seen it since, what, 1996 or whenever they came here, 95? And you still are shocked every time you come into town for 3 or 4 days.
Nationals have never played a game in which 27 runs have been scored. 3-run lead. They've been out hit 15-14. And the Rockies have only been held scoreless in 2 innings tonight. And they're behind.
There's slow pitch softball games that were played in Denver tonight that didn't end with this score.
Yeah, and those guys have been drinking beer for hours. Right center. It's in the yard. And it's in the glove of Adam Eaton for the first out.
There you go. The one thing I will say about both staffs tonight is they've thrown strikes for the most part. Marquez had trouble early on walking Harper and Zim back-to-back, but when you look at your scorecard, there's not a lot of walks tonight, so they've been throwing strikes. It's just once the wind died down, for some reason, it became Coors Field, and that whole humidor deal, well, they turned that thing off weeks ago. I almost called it a humididor because it's late.
In there to Tony Walters, 0-2.
Little run back to that fastball, good frame by Wieters.
Great slider for the strikeout, 2 down. Last hope to get on base for the Rockies, Alexi Amarista.
See, that's what Sean Kelly brings to the table, the veteran presence. He gives up a home run, so what? Fly ball to center, strikeout. He's not going to get rattled when things start to get a little weird in the 9th inning.
Amarista flared one, doubled out to left center last time for an RBI. Tapper, it goes foul. 0-2. Nats on the verge of their 14th win of the year, trying to make their road record 8-3 and make this a 7-1 trip. 7's a pretty good number tonight, isn't it? 7 RBIs for Trey. So he makes some individual Nationals history.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I don't think Spider-Man could hit.
No. He
0-2.
He could field.
Ground ball, Murphy. Finally, it's over at 11:12 Mountain Time, and the Nationals hold on to win 15-12.
Laugher.
That's FP. Great analysis, by the way.
Thank you.
And for Dan Bob Carpenter, oh, what a night. You can all go to bed now, but first, stay up for Johnny and Ray. Tomorrow, it's Tanner Roark for the Nats. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. This has been a long presentation to Masson. Johnny Holiday, Ray Knight, Nats Extra from Colorado. See you later.